Yep, you're in the right video. I know you don't see a picture of a bathroom right here, but I'm gonna get to that. Today, I want to share how I found potentially a free bathroom in the deal that I found when I'm looking at condos for one of my clients. Before we get into it, my name is Pritesh. I lead a Toronto-based real estate team helping buyers and sellers all across the GTA. If you're interested or have any questions beyond this video, feel free to reach out to my team. So let's get into what I found today. So I have a client looking for a condo in North York, and I came across something that I thought was worth sharing, and it really goes to show the value that you can get in the condo market right now if you're buying. As we know, and if you've seen my previous videos, the condo market is suffering. Sales are slow, prices are down, it's very competitive. And I have a really great example here where essentially what I found is a free bathroom if you really look at some of these deals. So I just want to go through this one specific building on Shepherd that has 3 condos for sale right now. And it's very interesting. So there's one that's been on the market over here for 80 days, as you can see, and it's listed for $558. So during this time, it has actually had a price decrease. It was originally listed for $588, and now it's been reduced in price. And now these 2 units have just come to the market within the last few days. Now, this really goes to show how competitive the condo market is right now in the GTA. So we have this unit listed for $558, and we have this other one listed for $558 as well, just posted yesterday. And look at this. Asking is the exact same price. Now, I know the asking price doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's all about the market value and what people are willing to pay. But if we look at these 2 condos very closely, which we will in 1 second, they're very, very comparable, except for one big difference: the free bathroom. So over here, you can see that this one is 2 bathrooms, and this one over here is 1 bathroom. Same square footage, same building. In fact, this one's even on a higher floor. The maintenance fees are very, very similar. There's not too many differences between it for being the same price and having a second bathroom. So let's look at them a little bit closely. So this original one over here is listed for $558. You can see some of the photos. Photos look great. It's decorated very well. I don't know if this is staging or not, but it looks great from the photos. When we look at this new one here that's listed for the same price, there's not so many photos. There's only 9 pictures, but the most important is it's not, no furniture or anything like that. It looks pretty empty. The photos also don't look very professional, but hey, here's the floor plan, and this is the important part, right? So we can see that when you walk in the door, there's another bathroom over here when you walk in. And then when you look at the primary bedroom over here, there's an ensuite. So 2 bathrooms. Other than that, it's quite similar. Both of them have a den in the front, living room over here in the back, and then a balcony. So if we go back and see this last one over here that we have, this one has been on the market for just 4 days now, and it's actually listed even cheaper than both of those. It's also 2 bathroom, and it's also on a higher floor than that original one. So again, if we look at the pictures, yeah, just very simple furniture, kind of falls in the middle of the other 2 in terms of what they've done with it. They all come with 1 parking spot. So, I mean, the point here and what I'm trying to showcase is that it is really competitive out there. And what these 2 units have done to stay very, very competitive, which is so important for sellers to think about right now, is pricing truly does matter above so much else. Pricing right in the beginning means you're going to get some attention, and you're going to hopefully have some potential buyers that come to the table. Now, the next question is, well, what are these units worth, right? They're asking this, but are they going to sell for more or less? So I actually have pulled up over here on this tab sales, recent sales in the same building for 1 bedrooms, and there are 2 of them here. They're not perfectly comparable, as you're going to see here. So both of these were the 500 to 600 square feet. So they are smaller units, and both of them have 1 bathroom. So did that other one we were looking at. And they sold for $475 and $500K. both of these in 2026. So they're very, very relevant and very, very current, but obviously a little bit smaller, and they have one bathroom. So if these are listed for 558, of course we'd have to look at them, and I have seen some of these units in person. Um, you will see that the asking price over here is 558 for these two, for example, and these units sold for 475 and 500. So, obviously there would be a lot more research and pricing analysis required to figure out what these units are worth, seeing them in person and determining if there's anything there that's important to know. But given that they are all quite similar, and just looking at it face value based on these listings, you'd probably expect a bigger unit with two bathrooms to be worth, more than 500,000. And then since they're asking 558 and 555, there's likely some room to negotiate on that price. Of course, we'd have to figure that out, but they'll likely land somewhere in between 500 and 550 or 560. And that's what I wanted to go through today, is just to show you how competitive it is. That actually is an incredible price. This is a great building. It's right across from Bayview Village in North York. You can just walk right across the street to the mall there. So as you're looking at homes in this market and prices are trending down, especially the condo market, just know that it's very, very competitive. There's a lot of opportunity to negotiate, and new sellers that are coming to the market, if they're serious about actually selling their property, have to come in very, very strong, which we can see that both of these sellers did over here.